Hey, welcome to my channel. Before I start this video, I just wanted to say that I've tried filming this quite a few times and I never liked the way it looked because this is a more factual video. My face usually ends up just like going blank and spitting out facts like this and looking like a robot. And I know I'm not like the most bubbly person, and I'm not gonna try to pretend to be, but I would at least like this to be a bit more interesting. I feel like if I just have a robot face, no one's gonna want to watch this, and I want you to be able to enjoy listening to the facts and learn something from this without being bothered by my face, pretty much. So I'm going to put in more effort to be aware of my face, although if I do turn back into a robot, I'm sorry, and I'm gonna keep working on that, but I don't know, that's just how I am, I guess, and I'm sorry. But, okay, so let's get into it. Last year, at the end of 2017, the 10-step Korean skincare routine was kind of becoming more popular. A lot of YouTubers started making videos on trying it for the first time, and it kind of became this big trend to try. And I never watched any of those videos, mainly because I had discovered this many years back and I had already been implementing it into my life, and I had done a bunch of research and found out my own skincare routine, and so I didn't really feel like I needed to watch these YouTubers try it for the first time. So I'm not sure how detailed they went into this, into describing each of the steps, but I feel like there could still be some misunderstandings with each of the steps, and people may think that a lot of the steps are pointless. So I just want to explain each of the steps in more detail to try to hopefully clear that for some people. So the first step is oil cleansing, and this is important because it removes oil and makeup. So if you have oily skin, you may be thinking, why would I put more oil onto my face when I'm already an oil slick? And the reason you would do this is because the oil in oil cleansers actually binds to the oil produced by your skin and will break it down and make it easier to wash off with a cleanser. And also makeup is attracted to the oil as well. This is a step you really shouldn't skip, and if you just go straight into a regular cleanser, you may be leaving behind a lot of excess oil or makeup on your face, and that's not good. So before you do this, if you have eye makeup on, you should remove that with an oil-based eye makeup remover. And to do that, you should soak a cotton pad in the makeup remover and sit it on your eye for about 15 seconds. And then gently wipe it away. You don't want to have any tugging on your eye. The skin around your eye is very delicate and thin, and if you tug on it, you can cause wear and tear that can create fine lines and wrinkles in the future. So it's really important to be as careful as possible, as gentle as possible when dealing with the skin around your eyes. So after you've done that, you can use an oil cleanser or even a natural oil such as castor oil or coconut oil. But I think that specifically formulated oil cleansers are the best because they're obviously made to cleanse your skin and they're not 100% oil. So what you would do is you would massage a little bit on your face, and how you do this is you should do circular motions going upwards. Like I said with like the pulling around the eyes, you don't want to do too much pulling on your face either because that can cause wear and tear. After you've massaged it into your face, then you should splash a little bit of lukewarm water onto your face and massage it in with the oil cleanser. And this should create a milky consistency. Continue to massage that into your face, and this will help make it easier to rinse off when you're done. So after you've massaged that in for a little bit, rinse it off with warm water, not cold water, and then you can move on to the water-based cleansing step, which is step number 2. You can use either a gel cleanser or a foam cleanser. Either one is okay, neither is better than the other. It's just what works for you. This is going to take away any leftover residue or water-based impurities. So the oil cleanser and the water-based cleanser go together and are often referred to as a double cleanse. So those two are very important steps. The oil cleanser also can be used morning and night. It's best for the night to get rid of everything that has been on your face throughout the day, but if you have really oily skin in the morning, it's good to remove the excess oil or sweat that built up while you were sleeping. Step number 3 is a pretty important step, and that is exfoliating. You can do this 1 to 3 times a week or even once a month, just depending on what you think is best for your skin. But our skin naturally sheds every single day, and sometimes the skin doesn't completely come off and it will be left onto your skin, and it can create blackheads, whiteheads, as well as patchy, flaky skin. So if you notice that when you put on makeup that your skin has uneven patches and flakes, then it's really important to exfoliate to get rid of that. There are 2 different types of exfoliators. There's mechanical and chemical. Mechanical is products like sugar scrubs and brushes like the Clarisonic, which is pretty popular right now. You have to be really gentle on your skin with these because it can irritate your skin and cause the production of more oil, thus creating more acne. Chemical exfoliators use acids and enzymes to break up the lipids that hold dead skin cells together. So acids that are popular are AHA and BHA. You do need to be careful with these because they are acids, and you should follow the instructions on the chemical exfoliator to assure that you don't irritate your skin. Also, there are some ingredients in other products that can't mix well with these acids, so it's important to know what can and can't be mixed together. And I think I'm going to make a video on this in the future, so stay tuned for that. Number 4 is toning, and this has definitely become more popular, but I feel like there are still a lot of people that don't exactly know what it is. And pretty much toners are made to reset your pH balance, as well as hydrate and prep your skin for other products that you're going to be putting on. These are very gentle and can be applied by spraying it on your face and then tapping it in like this, or you can put it on a cotton pad and gently wipe it on your face. Step number 5 is an essence, and I feel like a lot of people don't know what this is, and actually back in 2015 I went to Ulta and asked if they had essence because I looked all around the store and I couldn't find any, and no one knew what I was talking about. They brought me to the Essence nail polish, and I was like, obviously these people have no idea what they're talking about. But yeah, it turned out that essences weren't sold in America yet, but I did find some online, which is good. And now they're becoming more popular. So essences were a category that were actually created in Korea, which is why they weren't over here at the time. But they help with cell turnover and hydration. They are packed with active ingredients that help with brightness, tightness, and overall health of your skin. Although it has all those good things, this isn't an absolutely necessary step, so if you don't want to splurge on all these 10 steps, this is one you can probably get away with leaving out. Number 6 is treatments, and that is ampoules, serums, and boosters. And these are similar to essence, but they have a more potent concentration of ingredients and are a little thicker in consistency. So these are more for spot treatments of black spots and fine lines. And this is definitely a category that you can really personalize for yourself and your own skin needs. Number 7 is probably the most popular one, and that is sheet masks. These are microfiber or hydrogel masks. The hydrogel are a bit more moisturizing than the microfiber, but they are drenched in essence, full of nutrients, and are great for the winter and the summer also. You can pop one in the refrigerator and then use it as a cooling mask. You can use these 2 or more times a week, and if your skin is really dry, I would suggest using it more than twice a week. Also, there's usually leftover essence left in the pouch. You should make sure that you do not waste this. You can use it on your neck, your shoulders, your hands, your arms. And you can even put it in a bottle and store it in your refrigerator for just a couple days and use it in your next routines. It's also important that if you have a microfiber sheet, not to let it completely dry. You should usually take it off after 20 minutes, but make sure that it still feels a bit moist, because once it dries, it starts to suck the moisture out of your face. Number 8 is eye creams, and like I said before, the skin around your eyes is very delicate and thin, and so it's important to pay special attention to this area. These creams can treat puffiness, dark circles, and crow's feet or any other fine lines around your eyes, and are packed full of ingredients just like an essence or a treatment. When you put these on, make sure you use your ring finger, because it's the weakest finger. Gently dab it all around your eye, all around this bone right here. And make sure you don't get too close to the waterline because that can cause irritation to your eye. Number 9 is a moisturizer, and that obviously is for hydration. This is the most important step for nighttime routines, and I guess the second most important step for a daytime routine. This can also be rotated out with a sleeping pack, also known as a sleeping mask, which is extremely hydrating and nourishing for your skin. So you can do that maybe like 1 to 2 times a week. Alright, the last step, number 10, is sunscreen, and this is a very important step, and I feel like a lot of people don't take it as seriously as they should, and like even I was not using sunscreen, but I did some research and I found out some really shocking facts, so I think I'm going to make another video all about sunscreen and why it's extremely important. Even if you're not going outside, if you're just by a window or if you're driving, you need to have sunscreen on, and I'll explain that in my other video. SPF of 30 to 50 and a broad spectrum is what you should look for. Alright, that's all I'm going to say in this video. I might go into more detail in some of these areas in another video, like I said, about the sunscreen. But let me know what you guys thought about this video, if you thought it was helpful and informative. Also like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.